Hello everybody, this is Bob here, and welcome to race number 6 of the 2020-21 NROL Skittles Cup Series season. This is the Nickelodeon 500 at Texas Motor Speedway. So in just this weekend, we have seen two absolutely crazy races in the trucks and the Siemens National Series. So what can we expect for the Skittles Cup Series? I have no idea, but after a pair of quiet races over the past couple of weeks for the Skittles Cup Series, this race might make some noise. So with that being said, let's give you your starting grid for the race. Starting on the pole for this one is Gridget, alongside second is Douglas, third is Point Bobbin, fourth is Bang Coaches, fifth is Tim Tom, sixth is Clint Boyer, seventh is Chase Elliott, eighth is Tyler Reddick, ninth is Danny Hamlin, 10th is Oliver, 11th is Brian Blaney, 12th is Kyle Larson, 13th is Eric NROL, 14th is Russell David, 15th is Kurt Busch, 16th is Percy Sharp, 17th is Duck, 18th is Donald, 19th is Lewis Fox Nerd, 20th is Eric Jones, 21st is Mark Shark Jr., 22nd is Matt DiBenedetto, 23rd is Kyle Busch, 24th is Christopher Bell, 25th is Joel Legon, 26th is Cole Custer, 27th is Nia, 26th is Rebecca, I think, 28th I think is Rebecca. 29th is William Byron. 30th is Timmy Johnson. 31st is Chris Buescher. 32nd is Alex Bowman. 33rd is Brad Keselowski. 34th is Kevin Harvick. Hang on. At 42, 40, 39. Alright, 36th is Brian Priest. 37th is Brian Newman. 38th is Austin Dillon. No, 37th is Austin Dillon. 38th is Peter Jr. 39th is Bob Walls. 40th is 6th. 41st is Mr. Light's brother, and 42nd is Mr. Lighty. I do apologize for mess up with the starting grid back there. Yeah, I don't do this. Well, I do this regularly. It's just sometimes I get mixed up because of distractions while I do it. The starting grid is probably the hardest part of these videos actually, because obviously the game doesn't tell you specifically where they're starting, so you have to just go down the field and count as you go. Which can be a struggle sometimes. So, Texas Cup Series. Last year's race here was actually pretty crazy as well. Thinking back to last year, which was actually a different version of Texas. I think there was only like 12 guys running contention, and then there was that insane moment near the end of the race where Fronito Bobbin was leading, and it looked like he was going to win another race. And then here comes Eric NROL pulling an insane pit strategy, and he's able to storm by Point Bobbin and win the race, and that would go on to be his only day of relevance in that entire season last year. But now we're back. The Cup Series race at Texas once again. A slightly different configuration of Texas, but based on what we've seen in the Truck Series and the Siemens National Series race, there's still the same amount of insanity. So, one can only imagine what we will see today. And with that in mind, green flag is in the air for the Nickelodeon 500 at Texas Motor Speedway. Douglas already out to a bit of a lead, but he's got Point Bobbin behind him as well. Alright. Point Bobbin does have the points lead, but he is still yet to win a race this year. Although Clint Boyer going low. But Douglas, who started on the point, might lead the opening lap today. So is Motorsports 2 has been a regularly well-running team this year so far. Which, that's quite impressive considering last year. Clint Boyer going low, as does Tim Tom and Chase Elliott. Alright, Douglas though, doing a pretty good job of holding the lead so far, but it looks like that Clint Boyer is going to get past him for the lead this time by. And he does. So it's like we might see some conveyor belt style racing early on. Ooh, Tim Tom already coming back. Actually, no, coming back? No, well, he never really came back. He's just coming in now. I thought for a moment he started in the front row, but no, that was Gridrin. Anyway, Tim Tom for the lead now in Texas. Now, what's ironic is that Nickelodeon actually had the rights to show the Tim Tom and Friends show on the Nick Jr. channel, but that only lasted for a couple years. So, yeah, it made sense. You know, it kind of made sense last year. Nickelodeon sponsoring this race last year, but this year, not so much for social sponsors. But they're still here. And there's then a crash. Bank Coaches goes for a spin. We'll take a look at that in just a moment, but the caution has come out. Although the field's still going. Caution's out, but we're still racing back to the line. Chase Elliott goes high, Freund Bobbin goes low. And Freund Bobbin is going to edge out on Chase Elliott here, and is going to beat him to the line. Alright. And they're crashing some more behind him. Alrighty then. So we were kind of expecting this early caution to come out after, or concerning the events of this weekend, and is now out. First caution of the race this time, not the first caution of the weekend, just the race. So let's rewind time and see exactly what happened. You saw in the distance back there, although it was pretty high up in the field, so I don't really know how bad the caution was, or how bad the crash was, because usually the higher up it happens in the field, the worse it is for those behind. So Bank Coach, they tried to go full wide. So you have Bank Coach's Gridgen, Tyler Reddick, and Eric Jones all going at it with each other. And then Reddick gets caught up with Bank Coaches, and Eric Jones there as well, so they can't really save it. And then they go into the grass, and then back onto the track, and then they can't control their cars anymore. And it becomes a bigger crash than what it already was. So Bank Coaches all goes into Gridgen, puts him in the wall. Can't really help it though, due to what happened. Gridgen already with some big damage now. Oh, Bank Coaches actually made it through quite easily. Alright, well, while everyone did slow up for the crash, no one... Well, there isn't too many cars with damage, although I had to bet that out because someone got into a squeeze. What happened to him? Oh, he got caught up in a separate accident with Kevin Harvick. He just got pinched into the wall. Kevin Harvick might have some big damage, but we'll have to wait and see. So Bank Coaches, oddly enough, after he spun, he actually made an escape. Like, let's see that again. So Bank Coaches, he goes at it. He hits the wall with his rear bumper, but then he happens to get spun in the right direction and gets away with it. I mean, his rear end is completely destroyed now, but he's still in the race. Dang. Alright, well, what else happened? So Gridgen, of course, got squeezed into the wall. Let's see. So then, we got into it with Martrix Jr. and Doug involved as well. So Gridgen with some damage, but I think he's still in it. Alright, caution number 1 of the day. Although, based on what we've already seen this weekend, that was kind of to be expected. So, pace car already here at Texas. This is a pretty long race, so pit strategy is going to be interesting. And we shall see who pits when and where. Alright, so all the back runners are just going by the pace car, getting lined up. Pretty soon, though, we should see the front runners, and here they are. Chase Elliott's up here for some reason. Yeah, here comes Freund Bobbin just coming up here now to take back the lead where he was in the first place. I assume pit road is open. Yeah, but it looks like none of the front runners are coming down. Oh, except for Douglas, he's coming down, although I think he had some minor damage. Banko's coming down, of course. Kyle Larson got pretty badly wrecked as well. Yeah, Boyer, Truex, Duck. So yeah, so everyone with damage coming up here, but everyone without damage staying out. It was a good move on those guys who don't have damage. Oh, apparently, I guess Bowman and Christopher Bell got some minor damage at some point. I don't really know. But there's quite a lot of damage, or damaged cars on this track now. Freund Bobbin here, sporting a Mobile 1 paint scheme, which was initially going to be driven. Well, is this the same case as the Acer and the Apple car was going to be driven by a certain someone else, and then someone else jumped ship, but Frank Bobbin still wanted to have this paint scheme on the track, so he's decided to take it for himself for this one race. This Motor 1 car will likely never be seen for this season again. That may or may not change later on, depending on how well liked this paint scheme is, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, so everyone went up the road, now coming back out. So we come by once again on the front straightaway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that everyone who would have pitted for a service would have came down already, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah. All right. Okay, well I don't think there's any DNFs though as a result of that crash. Some cars with some big damage though, but oh wait, this is it? Did some guys drop out of the race? Oh, I think some did. Wow. Anyone up here road though besides Nia? I don't think so. And Nia's gone. I say they're gone. I don't think they're actually like gone from the track or going from the race. They're just gone on the pit road. Like those lap down cars I see on ticker. I don't think those cars, despite the fact that they're not on the track, I think they're just in the garage for repairs. So they move back on the track later on today, so they can pick up all the leftover points that they can. So with that being said, let's skip now to this. Alrighty then. So let's not fast forward once again. This is a pretty long track. Oh! Looks like some guys have come up here. Kevin Harvick and Matt DiBenedetto. As those cars are lap down cars. You know what was interesting about the truck race? That Logan Cole started up here, and he almost got his lap back. And green flag is in the air once again at Texas Motor Speedway. Yeah, don't see the same thing for Kevin Harvick and Matt DiBenedetto. Actually, maybe DiBenedetto he's getting held up by Kevin Harvick as the high line getting through now. Going to Bobbin. Yeah, this is really the first time that we've seen Point to Bobbin up front though, as in the lead. Like he's been up front, but he's been like running 5th or somewhere in the top 10. But he's never really led a lap. But he's in the points lead, so that's fine. Although Point to Bobbin might want to win some races because, oh, and the car's out already. All right, as the race literally just restarted, a backstretch crash. All right, first time we've seen one of those this weekend. A backstretch crash. And the lights are out on the pace car once again. So who got messed up this time? Oh, Brad Keselowski. Oh, he was just doing his thing and then he got tagged by Stenhouse. And he's went right around. Oh, Christopher Bell gets knocked in. Oh wow, and someone's rear bumper goes flying. I'm not sure whose part that is, but Christopher Bell. Oh, that was his front bumper. Wow, so Christopher Bell. I was running 29 too, but he now gets his front bumper nicked and his engine smoking, so it looks like his day is now over. That's pretty unfortunate for Christopher Bell. You know, his season has almost been on the downturn ever since he won at Willow Springs. So we'll line him up and try again. Pretty unfortunate, though, for some of these guys now. Everyone else is trying to get back in line. Alright, well, we'll line him up and try again, although it looks like... Oh, Bubba Waller is coming down pit road. He wasn't really involved in the spin. Yeah, Brad Keselowski coming back down pit road. He's gonna have to after his big spin. And here he comes back out, and same for Bubba Wallace. Okay. Let's give another lap. And the lap down car is coming up. Oh! Matt DiBenedetto is gonna have the spot over Kevin Harvick, so now we'll be able to see how fast Matt DiBenedetto will be off of the restart. So there's currently 33 cars on the lead lap, and 35 cars still in this race, or still on track, I should say. We'll have to wait and see how long it takes for the other guys to come back onto the track. Alright. So, we'll line them up. Well, we've already lined them up, and let's try this again. We're not even a quarter of the way into this race, and we already have 2 cautions. And green flag is in the air once again. Matt DiBenedetto getting a flying start. Hey, if Matt DiBenedetto can be, you know, if he can be in front of the leaders, and there's another caution, he could get back on the lead lap. He's technically already unlapped himself, as Chase Elliott now is going below, throwing the bomb and to take the lead. Oh, but he's getting trapped by Matt DiBenedetto. So if another caution were to come out right now, DiBenedetto would be back on the lead lap. Should be quite cool. I know he's had a couple cautions. It looks might be a little while until we have another caution. But let's see if Matt DiBenedetto can be in the lead if another caution were to come out. As Chase Elliott now goes low. Got Oliver behind him as well. And Chase Elliott, he's going high. He's got Oliver side by side with him, and Oliver, of course, he winner from Sonoma. So this is our 6th race of the year. I feel like at some point soon we should see a repeat winner now, but So Oliver though with that lead, but front to Bob going below him once again. Oh, Ryan Blaney's up here now. So Blaine, this is his 3rd race in a row running up here. He led a lot of laps in Las Vegas before losing it. He led a lot of laps in Phoenix and went on to win the race. And I might lead some laps here. That's front to Bob, and they're going to go back into 1st. Pretty nice car for Fernando Baldwin. Kind of machine we're not going to see it very much this year. And this car doesn't look the way that would have with these, you know, these stripes, but that stripes was to make it more of into Fernando Baldwin's car. But that's why this painting won't be seen very much this year. Anyway, here is Ryan Blaney now. Going low. Feels getting pretty spread out now up here. We've ran quite a number of clean laps now. As Ryan Blaney goes to the lead. Alright, so the field is pretty cooled off for right now. Oh, I see. So it goes me going to bomb and she's still now trying to make the pass. I can't quite do it this time. And for the moment now looking low. It seems that when you have somebody behind you, it's easier to get the lead at this track. The front of him leads this lap, but Chase Elliott going beneath him now. Are they actually starting to amp up now? Oh, we're not seeing as much of a conveyor belt style racing though, as we saw earlier in this race. Then again, the field is... Well, the field was a lot more, you know, strung out after the restart. Only now the field is just getting back together as Chase Elliott... Oh, he didn't actually lead that lap at the... Oh, and yes, he did. It's just ticker took a little ball update. Yeah, the ticker... The only thing I really don't like about the NROL ticker is that it only updates when they cross the line. Like, it doesn't update, like, as the race happens. Oh! That was a very ballsy move on Ryan Preece, as he sticks his nose on the back bumper of Ryan Blaney. That could have gone much worse. But thank goodness it didn't. But Ryan Preece now up here. Not the first time I've seen Ryan Preece up here this season. I think he's one of the highest running rookies in this series at the moment. And Ryan Preece was up the third. Chase Elliott, though, the field is single file once again, and Elliott has led about a lap or two at a time now. Ryan Blaney's sticking with him. I think Chase Elliott doing pretty good leading all these laps. Yeah, it feels definitely more strung out since the restart, which isn't really a bad thing, considering that we've gone quite a few laps now without a caution. And Ryan Preece is going to go below Ryan Blaney, and we'll put him into second. You know, Ryan Preece, he has made one start so far in the Siemens next season, and then Walter did nothing really of note. But meanwhile, here in the Skittles Cup Series, he's been up here. As Fernando Bubba goes below Ryan Blaney for third. Yeah, this race has been pretty tame ever since the restart, which is probably a good thing, because with how long this race is, the more clean laps we can, or the more green flag laps we can get in, the sooner we can get this racing. No, they're not enjoying this race. You know, this is still a pretty good race so far. Chase Elliott, though, has led an impressive amount of laps so far. Could he be going to get two races in this year? So, as we know, he got his first career win pretty early on in the year at Las Vegas. As left car Kevin Harvick was field in front of Bob and now going underneath Ryan Preece. But Chase Elliott is checking out. Another thing, pit stops will eventually come into play. Not sure when that happen. I would think though halfway in the race, when pit stops come into play, but we'll have to wait and see. Which Chase Elliott's led. I've lost kind of how many laps he's led now. But he's led a lot. He didn't lead in too many laps after his or when he got his first career win in Las Vegas. And it's still pretty on this race, so let's see how long he can lead this race. Oh, Ryan Priest going below Florida Bobbin. You know, it seems the reason why Chase Elliott has stayed out in the lead for this long is because this guy's second place keep battling. Because now it's Florida Bobbin and Ryan Priest who are actually, or Florida Bobbin is actually a pretty big supporter of Ryan Priest. Oh, Chase Elliott, from Florida Bobbin looking low on Chase Elliott. That's going to put Florida Bobbin back to first for now. Unless Chase Elliott gets a good enough run on the high line, but I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, Florida Bobbin's going to get a push from Ryan Priest. Yeah. Alright, Priest is still looking low on him. And not anymore. Chase Elliott falls back to third. He might lose another spot to Ryan Blaney. Priest sticking with him. Couple lap cars coming up. So Ryan Priest sticking with Florida Bobbin. And Priest, he's going low. And Ryan Priest. We saw him did pretty well in the JGR 18 last year in the Siemens National Series, and now here he is running at a very high spot here in the Skittles Cup Series. Wow, Martin Jr. Ryan Dimon with very broken noses. As Frodo O is going to get stuck on the high line, and the rest of the teams go by on the low line. As Ryan Priest stays in first. And Frodo we're going to lose quite a few spots here. And now Ryan Blaney is in second. So that's becoming the Ryan and Ryan show. Why is Ryan such a popular name in the sport? Chase Elliott going beneath Ryan Blaney. And did I just see the caution lights come out? I think I see the caution lights coming out. Yep, the caution is out. Alrighty. I didn't think we'd seen the last of the cautions after the first one. But the caution is out once again in Texas. Looks like it was on turn 3 this time. You know, it seemed like all the crashes that happened in the Trucks and Siemens National Series race happened on the front straightaway. This race we've seen a backstretch spin, and now we've seen a spin. Oh, it's another backstretch spin with Kyle Busch. get involved. Oh no. Oh, it happened to because of lap traffic as well. Oh, William Byron got caught up. Hang on, so let's look at that in slow motion. So Ryan Blaney. William Byron gets caught up on Ryan Newman in the lap car. And then Kyle Busch just gets tagged by these guys. And then Denny Hamlin gets involved as well. Tim Tom trying to slow up. And then Kyle Busch is out of control. And then, let's look at Kyle Busch here. So he keeps his car going forward, but then someone smacks the outside wall. That is Tim Tom. Roy had a pretty bad start to this. Actually, no, he didn't have a bad start. But either way, so he gets involved in the accident. He gets tagged up by, I don't know, trying to avoid the accident. He gets caught up by Chris Buescher. And Rebecca trying to get swept by. She gets involved as well, hits the wall. And the two Solis Motorsports 1 drivers collide. It looks like Rebecca's going to make it through. But Tim Tom... Oh. Well, I thought Tim Tom might have been able to continue up until that happened. So Tim Tom's doing his own thing, and then Logano with nowhere to go. So Logano is trying to get through the wreck, and then with nowhere to go, right into Tim Tom, sending them both for a spin. Both for a tumble, I should say. So Joey Logano going for quite the tumble. His day is over. And Tim Tom. So he's doing his thing, and then... So he's just sitting on the track. And then here comes Logano, and Tim Tom going for a very violent tumble as well. So he ends up on all fours, but I think that's his day over. So I've seen 2 backstretch spins in one day. And result, the caution is out again. Alright, so we're pretty close to the halfway point of this race, so I'm expecting a lot of the front runners to pit. If they don't, I'm going to be surprised. Yep. Yep, every single one of the front runners coming in to pit. Yeah, so each and every single one of the front runners coming down pit road this time by. I don't see anyone staying out. Yep, that's just about everyone. Alrighty. So the entire field coming in for service. And I think unless another caution were to come out, I think this is going to be it for the rest of the race. So Ryan Preece off pit road first. So Preece comes in the same way that he... he leaves the same way that he came in. Yeah. And since we're on the restart... Oh, the Big Bucks Nerd took some minor damage. At some point. Oh yeah, well, from this race actually, yeah. His rear end looks a little bit weird. But Robin apparently fell back to 9th. Also David up here in 8th. Also David still yet to have a good race in the Skittles Cup Series. And it looks like that is everyone that pitted. Rebecca, despite her big crash from earlier, she's still in it. And that's everyone. So some guys still get to return. And, well, I'm pretty sure that should be Logano and Tim Tom out of the race as a result of what just happened. Alright, so let's skip to lights out on the pace car. So there isn't that many competitive cars. Well, there isn't that many competitive cars. Actually, still a somewhat decent amount of cars that are still fast. Now Ryan Newman and Kevin Harvick coming back up here. And Matt Benedetto coming back as well. Although, there's actually quite a few lap cars up here. So we have the Xbox Nerd, Brad Keselowski, Mercedes Jr., Guido, Harvick, and Ryan Newman. So that means that there are 27 cars left still on the lead, which is still a pretty good number, all things considered. So let's see what happens from here on out. So Ryan Preece on the point. And it'll be interesting to see what happens to who on this restart. And green flag is back in the air. Sideline already getting past everyone on the low line, as they should. And Chase Elliott already making a move on the restart, gonna try to go underneath Ryan Preece. Chase Elliott like quite a number of laps at a time, and now he's going head to head with Ryan Preece. Yeah, it's very close, but Chase Elliott pulls into the lead. And Ryan Preece now stuck on the high line. Ryan Blaney going low. Oh, Ryan Blaney going very low on Chase Elliott. This could be for the lead. Oh, they're now going 3 wide for second. They're pretty clean though, no crashing. As Ryan Blaney comes out to first. And Ryan Blaney in first. As now we're approaching the halfway point in this race. So for the third race in a row, Ryan Blaney is actually going to lead a lap. And Chase Elliott, of course, didn't lead a single lap in Phoenix last weekend, but he did lead some laps in Las Vegas, obviously. And now he's trying to win another race this year. So it's interesting. So you have Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney up here now running 1-2, which happen to be previous winners from the season. Although here comes Kurt Busch. He's now storming his way up here. Kurt Busch, a driver that I barely talked about this year so far. And here he is up here. And Kurt Busch looking low on Ryan Blaney. Kurt Busch wasn't really that good last year. And there's a crash! It's a front-running crash. That's going to be very bad. Base car is out once again. Cautions breed cautions. So you guys saw it. Let's look at that again for a more close look. Looks like Donald got spun around. Wow. So a few endings from the island of So was getting into it. So you have so pre-serve. Oh, the two So Motorsports guys get into each other with each other. Donald goes for a very aggressive spin, and oh, Ryan Preece gets hit. Oh, he was doing so good in this race. So Preece gets hit by Donald. I think it's hit in the rear by Tyler Reddick. Oh, it comes back on track in front of Frank Bob, but Ryan Preece now with damage. I was doing so good in this race, and then Tyler Reddick gets involved as well. So Reddick, with nowhere to go, he gets into the back end of Ryan Preece, then gets hit by Frank Bob, and then gets in spinning. He's gonna take some damage, and then they continue to pile in, and it seems to be nowhere to go. So let's look at some more in depth as Bangkok as well. So Donald, after being spun around, he gets hit by Kyle Busch. Oh dear, that sends a little bit away from the track. So Kyle Busch though now with some big damage, and then gets hit by Bang Coaches. And bank coaches, that was actually pretty hard for bank coaches. And it might be... bank coaches now with smoke. Looks like his day might be over. Let's see, who else went for a spin? Yeah, Jimmy Johnson got involved as well. And what else happened? Alright, so Ryan Newman and Kyle Busch went for quite a spin. Oh, it was just Kyle Busch, not Ryan Newman. Oh, apparently, actually, yeah, it's actually missed weapon on Kyle Busch, or with Kyle, or, you know, Kyle Busch. So he hits Donald, and I guess his car is so wrecked that he just slams on the brakes. Wow. That would be the end of his day. That's unfortunate for Kyle Busch. And, anything else that I'm missing? Oh, that's pretty much everything that happened. Rest of just squeezing by. Well, as Base Car now comes up to the front of the field. Nobody coming down the pit road. Which makes sense because everyone just pitted. A bit of a traffic jam. Everyone trying to organize themselves. Also, David, though, took advantage of that and made up a few spots. Oliver coming down, though. Wait, huh? Wait, what happened to Oliver? Oh, he's coming. There he is. He's making pit stop for some reason. There's a lot of tire smoke. Yeah, Bangkok looks like he's been stuck on pit road for a while. Oliver coming back out, and Reddick having to pit from his damage. Racing out here, he's out and out on track. And Ryan Preece goes from leading the race to now on pit road due to crash damage. And that not really good for him. There's only so many guys out here now. So Oliver comes back out. Quite a few spots back in the field now, though. Ryan Preece coming back out now with rear, well, no rear bumper. Right, so let's see. Okay, we'll skip the lights on the pace car. Ryan Preece coming back out, though. So Kyle Busch on pit road. Don on pit road as well. I'm pretty sure Bangkok is now, I think he's in the garage. Right. Well, let's get the lights out. Although a lot of front runners that we've seen up here regularly this season are all up here and still in this race. Well, except now for Ryan Preece, but you know, Chase still up here, previous winner. Ryan Blaney, previous winner. So 2 previous winners up here. And Russell David is finally having a good day. And you know, if he can stay up here and just avoid the wrecks, he could get his first good finish. And you know, this is the state of Texas, and Russell happens to be, you know, this is not like a home race for Russell. So, let's see if he could get it done today. And get his first career NROL Skills Cup Series win. Alright. Alright, pace car should pull up in just a moment. Been here for quite a while. And green flag is back in the air at Texas Motor Speedway. So I'm at to bet it looks like he's not as fast as he was earlier on. I don't think he's going to be able to get his lap back. He might just be stuck a lap down for the rest of this race, despite being a somewhat fast car, though. If it was a fast car, you would probably just stay up here for longer. I mean, it was up here earlier, then he fell off. Right. So Chase Elliott, he's been pretty good in this race. We still have quite a ways to go. And there he is. Another lap in this race. Ryan Blaney goes low though. And Kurt Busch is running up here. Kurt Busch is a driver that I really haven't talked about much this year, but here he is. And Percy Serp. Percy Serp really hasn't had a good year since Willow Springs. Here he is running good for the first time since then. And Percy Serp looking low on Ryan Blaney. He's trying to stay with Ryan Blaney. It's a pretty tight race for second. Oh! Kurt Busch almost tried to make it 3 wide there. Not quite yet, though. That's Percy Serp, and he's staying in third. No real position changes just yet. He's not up here anyway. Then again, we still have quite a ways to go in this race. And the cog's out again. Well, like I've been saying, cautions breed cautions. Chase Elliott, though, still with that lead. I think this race had more cautions than the last race. Because last year's video, or last year's race here, or the video, the whole thing, you know what I mean, went on for an hour and 13 minutes. I have a feeling this one's going to go on for even longer. Well, let's rewind time and see what happened to bring out the caution this time. Oh dear. Was it another front stretch crash? Oh, what happened back here? Oh, with the lap cars. Oh, teammates getting into it. Oh. Ryan Newman and LePage the field. Wow. So Ryan Newman and no, never mind. It wasn't LePage's field. I apologize. It wasn't LePage in the field. So no, it started back here. So Ryan Newman and Jimmy Johnson and NROL all get together. All three of these guys. They come onto the grass. And wow. It's like they didn't even try. Right, let's do that from a little bit more closely, or analyze a crash. So Ryan Newman a lap down car. Well, let's see. So we'll start with the Garrett Amarola. So he's doing his thing. Then he gets caught up by these guys. He's able to save it. Only just though. Yeah, he saves it. So Eric Amarola makes it through. But then, and also Jimmy Johnson. So you saw it pretty clearly. So Jimmy Johnson, he got caught up, forced to run through the grass. And he does make it safely. Albeit with a bit of contact from Ryan Newman. And I know that... Come on. But then Ryan Newman... Jeez. So Ryan Newman... And of all drivers he could have crashed into an exit in the track that dangerously, It happened to be his teammate, Chris Buescher. And Ryan Newman, no, Ryan Newman. Montreal getting involved as well. He's trying to get through these guys, then he gets tagged on with both the Roush guys. He makes it through, but only just. Alright, so let's take a look at the aftermath of that crash. So it looks like both drivers will continue. But now with some damage. Well, it's like I've been saying, cautions breed cautions. So pretty sure they will line up and try again. We're 60 laps in. We still have. We're not even 3/4 of the way through this race yet, and we're already approaching the 1 hour mark. I mean, to be fair, even the Siemens Nationals race reached an hour. You know, all front about made up a few spots. Well, David actually moved back a couple of spots, but that's fine. Nobody coming up pit road though. Not even. Wow, not even Newman's coming up pit road. What about? Now, where's Chris Buescher? Did he stay out? Let's see. I don't know. He's on pit road. Probably the right decision after what just happened. Oh, I think he already had some damage, but that's even bigger damage. And he's coming off though, so looks like he'll be at the tail end of the longest line. Or tail end of the lead lap, I should say. Right. Okay, so no that light's out yet. There's a bit of a gap here for some reason. I don't know why that is. Oh, Ryan Newman came down pit road. And alright, Philly's lining up now. It's Matt DiBenedetto up here once again. I mean, unless something were to fall into Matt DiBenedetto's favor, this is gonna be stuck a lap down for quite a while. So both the Roush guys not having a good race today, and Chris Buescher was actually pretty high in points. It was the last time I checked anyway. So we're now down to 23 cars on the lead lap. To be fair though, we had about 10 after the Siemens National Series race. And keep in mind, we're not even 3/4 of the way into this race yet. So it's not over. I think we're going to get at least 2 more cautions before this race is all said and done. Anyway, green flag is in the air once again. Ryan Blaney. Not Ryan Blaney. The cars look similar. Matt DiBenedetto on low line. Although Ryan Blaney is up here. Oh, Perez are trying to make it 3 wide. Oh, she's like trying to go all the way to the bottom lane. They go 3 wide. Not, well, 2 of them for second. She's like with that lead for now. So the front row is now getting away from the slower guys. And I love that Freund Development and Russell David appeared to evolve more sports cars right next to each other. First time I've seen that this year in the Skittles Classic. First time I've seen that in quite a while, actually. You know, initially... Oh, apparently... What the... I saw Matt DiBenedetto just go really slow. Let's see what happened. Oh, we got tagged by Freund Development. Wow. Although the Matt DiBenedetto will save it. Albeit that could have been a very... Oh. Okay, still a minor actually gets rear-ended by Herod Jones. No caution, though. And here's Denny Hamlin up here. Denny Hamlin, the driver I really spoke about seasons up here. But Chase Elliott leads. So, will we see a first-time winner, or will we see our first repeat winner of the year? First up here. And Denny Hamlin looking low on Chase Elliott. Denny Hamlin trying to take the lead away. Looks like he will. Chase Elliott's still on the high line. Yeah. Denny Hamlin trying to shut the door on him. It's proved to be difficult. But Hamlin does it successfully now. As Chase Elliott now stuck on the high line. It's like Percy have to get underneath him. You know, I recorded the Siemens National Series race yesterday. I think Russell David had a pretty... Oh no, actually, no, Russell David was having a good day in the Siemens National Series yesterday until he crashed. So, he's trying to make that up now in this race. So Denny Hamlin leads. And Perry's up trying to stick with him. And here is Russell David. I think this is the first time this year I've really spoken about Russell David here in the Skittles Cup Series. Brian Blaine looking low on Chase Elliott. This is for third. And it's tight. Ooh, Blaine getting a bit of help from Russell David. Ooh, Russell David's trying to make it 3 wide now, almost. Not quite. Also got a pair of orange cars in this race now. You know, Russell's car looks kind of like an inversion of Chase Elliott's car. Kinda. Yeah, Russell Davis sporting those BNSF colors. Also, BNSF was a sponsor last year. And they're back for this year. So Denny Hamlin, though, is like quite a few laps now. And the entire top 7 is all single file. Those are the only 7 really racing for that W. All 2 of those happen to be Tabal Motorsports cars, which is nice. Well, Tabal Motorsports was running pretty well in the Siemens National race as well. Chase Elliott goes beneath Purser for a second. And Purser actually lose a couple spots now. And we officially crossed the 1 hour mark in this race. As Chase Elliott now goes low. Look at that. I mean, to say Chase Elliott, Russell David goes low. I don't remember what I said, but Russell David. Oh, Ryan Preece! Oh, he's gonna split. Oh no. Russell David was just comfortably making it past Chase Elliott, and Ryan Preece, a slow car now. That's a shame. Ryan Preece, man, he goes from leading in this race and now going a lap down. Oh dear. But Russell David running in third now. Let's see if we can eventually make the pass on Chase Elliott again. If Russell David could lead a lap that would be pretty celebratory in itself. But yeah, this is actually the first time this season, I think. Unless it was, I think Willow Springs may have gone past the mile mark, but this race, yeah, it's gone over the past mile mark as Russell David now makes his way underneath Chase Elliott, and Russell David now up to second. All right. Denny Hamlin was like quite a few laps now. Denny Hamlin pretty much playing the same dominance that Chase Elliott did just a little bit early on in this race as Chase Elliott goes beneath Russell David. I'm cruising to now, but of course they're both driving orange cars. today. But Russell David, they're going to lose a couple spots here. It seems if you're on the high line, you will lose a couple spots at a time. Now there's some lap traffic here. Is Denny Hamlin going to try to get around these guys? I was going to go... Oh, he looked high, but he's going to go low. Oh, no! Oh, and Fronto Bobbin gets involved. Oh, no! Wow. Just, wow. Oh my god. A crash from the front runners. Wow. You saw it yourself. So Denny Hamlin, who was leading this race, he tries to squeeze underneath the rear Xbox there, but Chase Elliott tries to squeeze his nose underneath him, and Denny Hamlin will get sent spinning. Oh wow, and a very dangerous maneuver. Let's look at that from the far chase camera. So Denny Hamlin gets spun out by Chase Elliott, and very dangerously. So the rest of the field in front, Denny Hamlin actually makes his way right between Chase Elliott and Russell David, but unfortunately Fronto Bobbin cannot avoid it. Kurt Busch gets some damage as well. Wow. So that's actually going to be the end of the day from Denny Hamlin. And Fronto Bobbin gets hit in the rear from... Oh, Fronto Bobbin's smoking too? Wow. Fronto Bobbin was another guy having a good day. Dang. Wow, so two of the front runners are actually going to make contact with each other as Cole Custer's an idiot and doesn't look where he's going. Wow. I mean, it was only a 20-second, but so, yeah, so you saw but Cole Custer. Cole Custer not looking where he's going, and he crashes into Denny Hamlin. Well done. Wow. So a crash from the front runners. Yeah, that's going to mean that even less drivers are going to be in legit contention with this race. Is anyone pitting? I don't think so. I'll get pretty low on the... Yeah, not that big to that. Yeah. San Martinez, though, do actually come on the pit road. If they do. I know this is a bad camera angle, but it just happened to be the one. And you can still see it. Kinda. Alright, for the ball on the pit road. Oh, he's going to the garage. He might be done for this race. Mr. Light's brother got some damage as well. Wow. I did not expect to see a crash from the front runners. You'd think they would. You think the front runners would be better than that, but not today, I guess. Oh, skip the lights out on the pace car. Right. There's a whole bunch of guys on the bottom line this time. Russell David, though, running in second. So his Bobbin was teammate to Fronto Bobbin. Looks like he's going to be out of contention to win this race. As we go along, there's actually fewer drivers in contention to win. It's just like the Siemens National Series race. There's the first time this season that Russell's been in contention to win the race, and which makes sense in a race because this race, of course, in Texas, Russell David, a Texas native, is this the day. Anyway, green flag is back in the air in Texas. The entire high line making their way past everyone on the low line. And Russell David might be trying to look low. It's a little bit soon. Oh, there he goes. And there goes Russell David. And yep. It makes too much sense, but Russell Day will lead his first lap of the year in the Skittles Cup Series at Texas Motor Speedway. How about that? Chase Elliott's like on the line. William Byron. This is the first time he's been in contention for this race. William Byron happens to be Chase Elliott's teammate. And Ryan Blaney losing a little bit of ground on Russell David. But look at that. Oh, William Byron's got a bit of damage on his car from earlier crashes, but either he's still competitive. He's looking really close to the rear bumper of Chase Elliott. William Byron did pretty good last year, but still yet to get his first career cup win. Well, then again, it's only his second season, so I mean, you kind of expect that. Go back for lead, Ryan Blaney. Looking pretty low on Russell David. And Russell going to be stuck high for now. Russell David still getting the run on the high line. It's not all this yet. Yeah. And Russell's going to have to be quick about getting back to the bottom lane. 10 laps to go. The race has gone well over the 1 hour mark, which isn't really usual for this series. All the way 3 wide for second, as William Byron gonna make up 2 spots in a row. William Byron to second. Oh, Russell David gets tagged with Perserp. They save it, but that could have been much worse. I've said that a lot this weekend. Right. Well, it's coming down to the wire. Chase Elliott, though, gonna go underneath his teammate for second. The race begins to wind down. Well, it's winding down for most of you, but it's winding up for the leaders. This is it. Chase Elliott still trying to look low on his teammate. They're still close together in a side-by-side battle. William Byron's going to lose out. Russell David's back up here now. Ryan Blaney has led quite a few laps. I forgot to mention Ryan Blaney. Well, I forgot to mention. I probably mentioned already, but Ryan Blaney did win in Phoenix. If he were to win this race, he would go 2 wins in a row and become the first repeat winner of the year. Not unless he's looking up it though. The top 2 are previous winners from the season. Who is going to get it? Ryan Blaney not giving up though. Five laps to go. This is it. Who is going to make the move on Ryan Blaney? I think it's come down to the top 3. This is the first time this season that Russell David's been in contention to win a race, but I have to hope that one of these 2 guys up here mess up. 4 laps to go. Does Ryan Blaney have it, or do one of these other guys have something up their sleeve? Oh, Russell David goes low on Chase Elliott. Russell David going underneath him. Even if Russell doesn't win this race, it'll still be his first runner-up finish in his Cup career. However, it's not over yet. 3 laps to go. Russell David in a very good position, but it's not over yet. He's very close to the rear bumper of Ryan Blaney, but Russell cannot let anyone get underneath him. Oh, Chase Elliott though looking dangerously low. 2 laps to go. Chase Elliott gonna go beneath Russell David. Can Russell get a good run on the high line? Probably not. Yeah, unfortunately he's gonna lose a couple spots to the Hedrick boys of William Byron and Chase Elliott, as William Byron looks low now. 3 wide for second. Oh, they made contact. White flag, 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. It looks like that everyone doing battle behind Ryan Blaney is what's going to help him. Man, the Hedrick boys are really going neck and neck right now. William Byron is not going to let his teammate beat him. Russell David trying to find a way around these guys. Then our guys continue to battle. But that has helped Ryan Blaney. And off of turn number 4, Ryan Blaney will go 2 in a row in the Nickelodeon 500 Texas Motor Speedway and will become the first repeat winner in the NROL Skills Cup Series this season. How about that? Ryan Blaney. 2 wins in a row in this season. Man, Ryan Blaney with that early season dominance. He led a lot of laps in Las Vegas only to lose it out later on. He led a lot of laps in Phoenix only to win that race, and he's led not a lot of laps in this race, but he led the most important lap. And for that, Ryan Blaney goes 2 in a row and is the first repeat winner of the year. Well then, let's give you your first position. So, Ryan Blaney is your winner. Chase Elliott will eventually beat out William Byron, who will come up 3rd. Russell David coming up 4th. Finally, a good race for him in the Skills Cup Series this year. With Purcell coming up 5th, Oliver 6th, Douglas 7th, Eric Jones 8th, Kurt Busch 9th, Reese Jones Sr. 10th, Rebecca 11th, Bubba Wallace 12th, Austin Jones 13th, Tyler Reddick 14th. Now the 2 RCR boys face close together. Doug 15th, Jimmy Johnson 16th, Alex Bowman 17th, Eric Gummerl 18th, Matt DeBendito 19th, Brad Kozlowski 20th, Ryan Newman 21st, Martin Jr. 22nd, Reese Bella 23rd, Ryan Priest 24th, Kevin Harvick 25th, Bruce Butcher 26th, the Rex Buxton 27th, Danny Emmett 28th, Fernando Bob 29th, Cole Custer 30th, Donald 31st, Bank Hogan 32nd, Kyle Busch 33rd, Tim Tom 34th, Tim Legon 35th, Chris Bell 36th, Kyle Larson 37th, Clem Port 38th, Nia is 39th, 40th for James 6th, 41st Mitch Sleddy, and 42nd is Grinchen. So this race is just going to go 1 minute over the time that it took to complete this race last season, which isn't that bad. Probably wasn't expected it, to be honest. But anyway, that is all for this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in whatever I make next.